Which brings me to my favorite Just Frank game. Surprised or sad with Just Frank? Oh, surprised or shocked. Okay.
Surprised or shocked.
Now, I've been playing this game for a long time.
I've
I
never
played
played
it with
it.
a multitude of people who know me,
Okay.
including my very own daughter. Yes, Just Frank actually produced offspring. And the question is always the same. I try to up the ante.
Surprised or shocked?
Would you be surprised or shocked? And so far, 100% have answered one thing, and we're going to test it on you.
Let's do it.
My left-hand man, or right-hand man if you're looking at the video on reverse. Here it is. It is next Tuesday. I have not been around for the last 48 hours. I have been found in an alley off of Market Street in a trash can, face first. This time, it's not a stunt. I am naked and was dumped, left for dead. There's just a little bit of blood trickling out of the container. I am dead with a heart on.
Ooh.
Okay.
Surprised
or shocked? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Just Frank and Killian. My name is Just Frank.
Killian.
We're back.
Back.
We're back from vacation. We're back. We've had time off. And we bring you a long-awaited JFAK podcast.
Crossover.
Mega podcast. Event.
Mega.
Well, mega?
We're going into the wild, the zany, the tabloid, the National Enquirer of Celebrity Boxing, everything.
So this is sportscasting.com/boxing. This was a suggestion of a producer from another show on a show that I wanted to do. And we've kind of been busy working on studios. This is clearly not our studio. The main studio is still under construction here at Perfect Blue Studios. So we have decided that you guys need content. So we're going to give you a genuine 45 minutes of good old-fashioned content. And we're going to do it as a crossover event for the FightNet Radio crowd. Check out FightNet Radio on social media at fight.net.radio. Of course, as always, visit Perfect Blue Studios and check out all of the show. So during the absence, Killian here
died.
You died. We for those of you who wanted to catch up on when is your St. Patrick's Drunkalog Day? What is that? The 14th or 15th of March?
March 17.
Whatever.
Yes.
Whatever fucked up holiday that is.
Yes.
We did our version of a drunk show. We did the
Irish Olympics,
where we killed Killian in that, which led to a world without Killian kind of thing.
You don't even want to imagine it.
Right. We did the funeral of Killian, which led to we had to resurrect Killian. So I did it with a best of show. So if this is your first time and you're just catching up because of those were really basically best of shows in a clever written way by me, because Killian was off jacking off with monkeys in a corner.
On my shillelagh.
On his shillelagh. Oh. Yeah, you can't really hit.
No.
The studio's designed for
I feel like I'm in a fucking sardine box.
You are.
Jesus Christ.
This is not even... The
As
old
we say
studio
in
was
Ireland,
small.
Jesus,
Okay,
Mary, and Joseph.
The old studio was small.
In a fucking box.
This studio is designed for one person. The new studio is designed for 4 people, and I have had no time to go and supervise that construction. But
it's hot as fuck in here.
Yeah, well, 25 lights will do that to you.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a little hot. So we apologize. What we're going to give you is a Just Frank and Killian podcast. So if you're listening to the podcast, there's a video. And if you're a video person, watch the podcast one way or the other. And it's going to be about boxing. So warning to the FightNet Radio crowd, we're taking over that channel with a JFAK adventure. And again, you can go to justfrankandkillian.com or follow on social media at justfrankandkillian, much like FightNet Radio. Follow them at FightNet Radio. Just type it in. All right. All the horse shit is out of the way.
Okay.
So here's how this went down. I made a suggestion on FightNet Radio that I would like to do really fucked up stories, but the people I do that show with are very straight reporters who don't want to have their credentials pulled at the next boxing event. I
don't give a shit.
Correct. So since it's COVID, and I suspect everybody who hands out credentials has figured out we really don't need media at our events anyway, and you guys will be lucky in the boxing media to ever get back into a live event.
We'll go as fans. Fuck them.
No.
We don't need credentials.
Yeah.
We want them?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why do we want credentials? So we get seats and access? Food.
It's everything.
Ring girls?
Everything.
We get ring
girls?
girls?
I don't drink, so you
I know.
get everything.
Still.
You get everything.
I like a cappuccino macchiato, or whatever that fucking is. Macchiato.
I just bring those in. So here's something else you can't do at a real boxing event. Walk in with
You can't walk in with a drink? No way.
Have you ever tried to walk into, say, Staples with your own coffee?
No, yeah, okay.
I can.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because I have a big lanyard on me that says
we're trying to cut down on the caffeine and the shitty food. So again, maybe less is more.
What a digress on your part. So this show is boxing. So if you're a regular Fight Net Radio fan, don't look for deep insight on any of these stories. If you're just Frank and Killian fan going, you're going to talk boxing. We haven't really talked sports yet, and we've threatened it for a long time. And so this is the mega crossover comic book event that only could be held on the CW or possibly whatever channel 13. What at the WB is?
We've talked boxing once.
CW is
We've talked boxing once.
Barely.
Marvin's Hagler,
kind of
a little bit of Boston.
Boxing
I know. I know it is. Why?
I don't talk tennis with you.
No, that's true. Okay.
And because I know.
All right.
Because I know.
I know more about boxing than you know about tennis.
How is
Steffi
Graf doing in tennis this
year? I know
year?
more about boxing than probably you know about tennis.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Okay. So I think I can hold my own.
But I know more about boxing than you do about your.
You know a lot about boxing.
Boston.
I'm gonna just be the funny color guy. I'm the color guy. You're the expert. Just like it.
Well, okay. So here's a funny thing about Fight Net Radio. I play a dumbass on that show intentionally for my guys.
Why?
Here I play the smart guy,
and I'm the
deep inside cut, and you're kind of playing the dumb funny guy.
Yeah.
Right. This is an inside podcast video. Nobody's watching this shit anyway because we put boxing in the title.
Yeah.
But when I put one of the titles in this show, everybody's gonna watch it and downplay it. Probably I'll go with our first story, which is the extraordinary Jake Paul. All right, so why is Jake Paul interesting? He fought a guy named Ben Askren last week, right? Ben Askren is an MMA fighter who got knocked out with a knee to the face about 6 months ago in mixed martial arts. And so
in the UFC or
in the UFC,
okay.
He's a real UFC fighter. He is arguably, in my particular fighting credentials, the best wrestler that's actually actively teaching that I know of, excluding a few probably Olympic wrestlers. Ben Askren is one of the most deadly wrestlers on the ground ever, and to cross over into jiu-jitsu. And he had an okay run until he put his head down and got knee kicked into next week. And as you know, in boxing, what happens once you get knocked out really bad?
Your head gets jumbled like jelly.
Correct. I describe it like this for those of you who don't know shit about it.
CTE?
It's like you think of it like a light bulb. So if you smack a light bulb and make it go out, you can kind of tap it and bring it back on, which is what happens. Having been in that position myself.
So you got your bell rung a number of times.
Yeah. Okay. You just ring it back on and you're on.
Yeah.
Well, here's the funny thing about that light bulb with a bad filament. If you just flick it, you just fucked up that light bulb again. Well, this past weekend, Jake Paul, who is not really anybody famous other than being a celebrity. Oh, I don't need sound. I don't really care about that. I want to see the video clips. Did you guys actually shoot clips, or did you just fucking talk over this fight? Jeez. Wow.
No clips.
CBS Sports just talked about the shitty fight. All right.
Wow.
Well, the interesting thing about this whole thing, Jake Paul went on to say that he is showing signs of CTE. The reason I bring that up is I think he's full of shit. I think he no longer wants to box. I think he's a fucktard. He looks like a fucktard. He's a piece of fucking trash.
It looks like trash trailer park.
Well, let me tell you how much of a piece of fucking trash this guy is. So when he's at the fight, and I'm assuming that it was his son. So he's taking pictures with everyone. His son, nephew, whoever. I want a picture. And they picks him picks him up.
Yeah.
And then he takes a picture. You can actually watch this on the replay. He literally shuffles the kid out of the shot so he can take
douche.
What a fucking piece of
Oh
shit.
my God.
He is a piece of shit. So I'm going to say this on the record.
Yeah.
Jake Paul.
Piece of shit.
I literally.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Oh.
Look at him.
Jesus.
Right? Okay, so I want to say this. I hope he has CTE.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it kicks in while he's walking into a crowded intersection.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he forgets where he is.
Depression.
He gets hit by a bus.
Just can't get out of bed.
I want him put into a home.
Oh.
With the CTE after getting hit by a bus where everything's broken. Where all he can do is piss and shit and lay there in a drunken daze remembering when he could get girls because he was a YouTube star.
Mm-hmm.
And all that money he made with all his Bitcoin and all the other shit doesn't mean dick.
He can't spend it. He can't.
I want him to be alive and suffering.
You want him to be useless.
Is it wrong that I want him to be alive and suffering?
Is it just because he shunned the kid?
No.
More than that?
Yeah.
All right. Elaborate.
Do you want me to elaborate?
Yeah, a little.
All right. Well, back in 2007, as you like to clearly bring up as often as you can, Just Frank here fought Danny Bonaducci. Mm-hmm. And we had POD and Helmet and all these rock bands. These guys did it with rap stars and Snoop Dogg. And it was the same thing with rap. And their shitty-ass main event, much like my shitty-ass main event, was him versus Ben Askren. Mine was Danny Bonaducci.
Mm. Were you guys on the same card?
I did it.
You weren't on the same card.
Who?
Were you on the same card?
With
him? Yeah, no.
He wasn't even, I don't think he was born in 2007.
Okay.
What's he look like he was born in?
Yeah, he's young.
2012, 13.
What's he, about 28?
He's about 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's a fucking cocksucker. I hate white guys.
Why?
Which leads me to my bigger point of the first story. I hate white people.
You're white, though.
I know. It's an oxymoron.
You hate yourself?
Probably more about hating myself. So here's why I hate white people.
Okay.
They are low expectation, shortcut having, piece of crap, hate everybody else, hate on every other color, steal everybody else's ideas, steal everybody else's food, try to put their own spin on it because we went to culinary school. Trash. You liked that one, didn't you?
I did like the culinary school. You wanted to go to culinary school.
I did, and I would have stole everybody's
You would have fucking gone to France and gone to a good one.
And my specialty was Asian food. Now I claimed it as my Asian fusion.
Asian fusion.
Asian fusion.
I was just going to say that.
Is such a white thing to say.
Mm-hmm. And you hate that.
I hate that.
But you'll eat it.
I will.
Fucking it's delicious.
Asian Mexican.
Never heard of it.
The Mexican
Mediterranean fusion.
God damn it.
What's the best fusion there is?
Segway.
Okay. We beat that down like a dead fucking dog.
I don't know, because Chinese goes with everything because they started fusion, everything.
Yeah.
But Asian fusion Mexican is awfully good. Oh, Korean Mexican in LA, which is done by my God.
Where's Miyagi-san from?
No,
Okinawa fusion.
Wow, you just went full white. Son, you just went full white on
Okinawa.
And so this piece of trash got a fight, made another $1 million or 800,000 or 500,000.
All right,
he's invested it all, and I just want him to have CT and die.
Give me some stones.
Second story: Mike Tyson sums up his roller coaster career with one sentence. Now, before we read what that one sentence is,
I want to eat his children.
No.
I
want to know what the one sentence is in your mind.
I would say the children comment that he's famous for. It's got to be something to do with marijuana now, because he's got a couple farms, right? I don't know.
Well,
this sums up his whole career.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay.
Wow, this is a long, very boring story. I thought
sums up. Okay. Here we go.
So life in one sentence. Here we go.
Yeah.
So everybody, it's a game show.
Okay. Well, Family Feud. Top 10?
Dun, 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 dun. So you boxing people are going, oh my God, this really is going to be fucked up. Number 1, I have AIDS.
Ooh. That's number 1?
One of mine.
Okay. So you got to guess the number 1 answer to get control of the board.
Oh, number 1 answer, 100 people responded.
100 people surveyed.
I'm an asshole.
Okay.
I'm an asshole.
I'm an asshole. Sums up.
Good answer. Survey says. I like I'm an asshole.
All right. Tyson, I would say I have regrets.
And now
I have some regrets. Is it going to be Crazy Tyson,
Uncle,
or is it going to be
are you
semi-stone?
crazy Uncle Squiggy? Who came up with
the Crazy Tyson?
I wear underwear.
Is it okay? I'm back on.
I feel who's the guy who does?
I'm chilled out, stoned out of my mind.
Who does Family
Tyson.
Feud now. It's
not. It was Richard Dawson.
No.
Then it's the comic there, Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey.
Yeah,
Steve Harvey. Right.
I don't like his.
So you think he said I wear women's underwear?
Yeah.
I tell you this: if it says it up on the board, I'll put on women underwear. How'd I do? Is that a Steve Harvey?
That is Harvey. That's Steve Harvey.
All right. So, what is your crazy Uncle Squiggy answer? And don't give me something lame.
Tyson.
I think it's I'm an asshole. I'm a failure. I survived. I hope it's not any.
How about cocaine's a hell of a drug?
Yeah. That's you and Rick James.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
All right.
No one's been ever low as okay. Is that it?
No one has ever been as high as me either. Oh, I like that.
No one has ever been as low as me.
Okay, here it is.
No one's ever been as high as you either. That sums it up.
No,
we still haven't got to it.
The fall is worth the climb. The fall is worth the fucking climb.
The fall is worth the fucking climb.
You know what this is? This is a guy who now sells pot and is high.
Fall is worth the climb. So he had it all. He did.
Oh, there's a story that I didn't put in there about him kicking in the head of Don King that I thought was really good. And by the way, I'm building up the stories for you, those that know I want to do this piece. You're thinking to yourself, Lee, you said the stories are going to get ramped up. I said, oh, the stories will get ramped up where I don't even, this is just the warm up, bro.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the Steve-O interview where he talked about his time with Tyson in the bathroom, have you seen that video?
Course.
Oh, I mean, just
everybody has a Steve-O doing cocaine.
Him and Steve-O.
Well, okay. Everybody that I know of in and around my field has a Mike Tyson doing cocaine in a bathroom story where they did cocaine in a bathroom with Mike Tyson. Yeah. It's kind of common.
He probably did cocaine.
Moving forward, I'm loving to hear your feedback.
He wants to get back in the ring.
Evander Holyfield is stepping back into the ring. We talked about this on Fight Net Radio.
Real deal.
Evander Holyfield is actually going to face the guy who fought Mike Tyson and put Mike Tyson into retirement.
Ooh.
It's a really lame, sucky-ass fight because I don't think anybody cares about Kevin McBride.
No.
Nor is anybody looking for Kevin McBride to come out.
Is that what is that him now?
That's Holly now. So let me give you some background.
He looks pretty good.
We actually heard from Holyfield, who was training Jake, I'm not a cocksucker, Paul, even though, let's cut back to it. Jake Paul sucks dick.
I'd like to see Holyfield fight him.
Right? He sucks dick.
Yeah.
Okay. So Holyfield he's getting Rocky smart. Like he's reverse smarting. Right? So about a year ago, CTE and everything else with Holyfield was, Holyfield, I got 45 kids. Yeah. By the way, he has 45 kids.
I know he does.
We haven't talked about it enough lately.
Jesus Christ.
When he was interviewed for the Jake Paul Ben Askren card, he actually was smarter.
He sounded more intelligent.
He got Rocky Balboa smart. Hey, yo, sometimes you get knocked down. You got to get back up, but you can't make fucking excuses. That's what a quitter does. And I didn't raise a quitter. No. That's not what you are. You're better than that. Oof. By the way, nice job of quoting Rocky V there. Oof. No, that's Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Rocky Balboa. What, you think you got it hard?
Oh, I just can't even listen to Rocky Balboa.
I hate it when he gets smart.
When he tries to teach his son like the ways of like sounding like Miyagi-san.
Well, that's like Rocky Balboa, right?
So can you see Rocky as Miyagi-san?
Side note.
Can you see him as Miyagi-san? Will there be a YouTube Cobra Kai / Rocky Balboa fucking when he finally hangs up the gloves and everything else? Will you see him come back as like an 80-year-old fucking trying to get a last sucking that piece of the fucking fame and glory on a YouTube thing or a Netflix like Cobra Kai came back?
Like Evander Holyfield?
Is he still doing ballet?
No,
that's what I want to know.
He's going to box Kevin McBride.
Will ballet be part of his training?
Kevin McBride is just some white dude for him to knock out. However,
how much training will he do? Will he go fucking all in?
Let's go. Full Steve Harvey here.
Yeah.
Top 10 answers.
Top 10
on the board.
Okay.
All right.
Here's the question. How much will
Team Frank and Killian? Here's
train?
The question. Get your hand on the fast buzzer.
Okay, ready? What's the question?
Name what will happen to Evander Holyfield during the fight. All right.
He'll get his other ear bitten off.
Show me other ear getting bit off. Kevin McBride doesn't have teeth, son.
Oh, that's right.
Kevin McBride doesn't have teeth. Show me die in the middle of the ring in a horrible, terrible, tragic event that mirrors Rocky IV.
Survey says.
Ding, 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 ding. For those of you who don't know about boxing.
hey, cough it up. Spit it up.
That was a good joke.
Dreyfus, what about boxing?
What started off as an exhibition has gone horribly wrong. Has Evander Holyfield lays
in the
a
street
pile...
with him and Tommy Morrison.
No. Go back to Rocky IV with
what's
Apollo
that? Rocky
dying.
V.
This is Apollo 4 and this is Apollo in the making.
They should have
What started off as a friendly exhibition has gone terribly wrong here in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living in America.
Yeah.
Guess what? Evander Holyfield's gonna die in America.
Mm.
In the ring. Just one punch.
What'd you like? Rocky 3 or 4 better?
Wow, what a segue.
What'd you like?
4.
I liked 4 better.
Oh my God.
4 was better.
Drago.
4 was better.
Drago!
4 was better. I didn't like seeing Apollo die. I didn't like him. Mr. T was kind of. Oh shit! Eddie Murphy should have made fun of him.
Honestly,
Eddie Murphy should have made fun of that fucking guy. Oh.
Come here, boy. You're looking mighty good in them jeans.
Hey, boy. Why don't you come over here?
Let me fuck you up the ass.
Boxing legend Bernard Hopkins. Now, do you remember this when he painted a $100,000 ad on his back? And won he was 40-0. For those, here's what I'm asking. How far would you go to paint a message on your back? And that's why I bring up this story. I remember this fight. It was a big deal, right? Bernard Hopkins was 187 years old when he captured.
This was the fight. Trinidad Hopkins.
Trinidad Hopkins was a huge deal. For those of you who don't know the backstory, for the non-initiated, the initiated in boxing.
Middleweight.
So Trinidad was favored by 40-1. Like it was lopsided. You're going to fuck up this old man. Bernard took the $100,000 that he got from BetUS or whatever betting website. He had a tramp stamp put on his back for the entire fight, which was the first and last time in boxing it was allowed because they stopped that shit immediately before more people came up with that bright idea. Then number 2, he bet.
Floyd was still betting on his fights. Wasn't he?
You can bet on yourself. You just can't put a fucking advertising on your back the way he did.
Okay.
So he took 100,000, bet it on himself at 40-1.
Nice.
Right. Okay. And this is before Oscar De La Hoya signed him.
40, what's that, 4 million? Is that 4 million paid off?
Yeah, it's a $4 million payoff.
Oof. Nice.
Okay, so here's my question.
Okay. Survey says, are we putting on the board?
Oh, yeah, let's go for it.
Family Feud?
For $100,000 and a 40-1 payoff.
Yep.
You're risking, it's like a 2-for-1 bet. But let's just go with the $100,000.
Would you whip your dick out in the ring?
Okay, let's start right there. That's a good question. Good question. Good one. Show me a dick.
Dick.
That's got to be on the board.
Ding, ding, ding.
I would definitely.
Ding, ding.
Okay, having been in front of 15,000 people,
you'd whip your dick out for 100 G's. I'd whip it out for fucking 10 G's.
You'd have at that moment too. I don't care how fucking hung you are. You pull out your dick in front of 15,000.
But is it the dick you want people to see? Is it the one that's not the one?
The people's dick? Finally, the people's dick has come to San Diego.
Not like George Costanza coming out of the pool where he's got shrinkage.
But you're going to have that anyway.
Yeah, but still.
Okay, first of all, you're.
But when you know you got to show the dick, you give it a slap, you give it a tuck, you get it a little bigger.
Dick will have shrinkage.
But if you're going to throw that fucking dick out into the public eye, you got to make sure it's not the little guy.
Are you a shower or a grower?
When I show it, it looks good.
Really?
That's
is.
Yes.
Mine does not.
What?
Sits high and tight. Little man does not come out to party until it's time to party. And it actually has a mind of its own. I have conversations with it. Like it'll show up to different parties. We're definitely at 2 different events.
Yeah.
And I've told the gay story. Have I told the gay story?
How come we're not marketing that? How to make your dick look good at all times?
A new product from Wrong.
I mean, they got all the dick.
Hi, this is Wrong.
Hey, let's get your dick looking good.
Dick down? Is it dragging?
You got dick sagging?
Does it cut through can it cut through bread just like this?
Yes. Dick jokes. They're always good.
Well, that's why I date Twidget. All right. At the end of the day, a midget looking at that is always happy.
Yes.
Plus, it's at eye level.
Mm-hmm.
That's a win-win. For those of you that are Fight Net Radio fans going, you date someone named Twidget? You should go listen to Just Frank and Killian. Go to justfrankanddkillian.com and enjoy.
What are we naming the show?
Probably one of these fucked up story titles like this next one.
Mm-hmm.
Muhammad Ali vigorously refused to apologize for cheating on his wife. All right, so historically, everybody sucks Ali's day.
Let's hear you. Let's see the impression. Muhammad Ali. Can you do it?
Yeah.
All right.
It's much like my impression of a famous boxing trainer too. That was a visual.
I know.
That's a visual daily double.
That's not going on the
that's a visual
podcast.
That's a visual daily double on Jeopardy.
That's a daily.
All right. So
what is Dr. Stern?
So okay, so this piece of shit fucked around on all of his wives.
Douche.
So here's my question about this story, because this comes up. Is he a piece of shit?
Was he bigger than boxing? That was the next headline. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, are we going to go back to opportunity knocking, where if you had if you had the options that some of these mega celebrities had of women throwing themselves at you, you've had that. And you can't say no to it. You got to be the douche. You got to be
You have to be single.
You have to be single. Yeah.
Not married.
Not married. Well, yeah, he's married.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiger Woods was
Does
too. All of them were. All of them are married. All of them are.
Piece of shit.
Every one of them.
That's why we did an episode to explain it.
You don't think Michael Jordan was a cheater?
We did do a sports show. We did.
What about Sugar Ray Leonard? Was he a cheater?
Oh yeah, there's a story about him too.
George Foreman? With George faithful?
I don't know. He has 15 kids named George.
Yeah.
He doesn't make sense.
Who else?
Fighters never make sense because they're fucking fighters who get hit in the head.
Yeah.
I suspect at some point you will be feeding me through a tube as well in the old Frank and Killian's home.
The old home.
Oh my God, we have to dress up in old age outfits and talk about it.
Yeah.
Moving forward, former boxer Esteban de Jesus committed a cocaine-fueled murder rage and became a preacher in prison before dying of AIDS. Where do I even begin with why I like this story? Let's just take it. I don't want to read the story because that would screw it up. Let's take it line by line. Former
committed
boxer,
a cocaine-fueled murder. Who'd he murder?
Wait, hold on. Let's look up his box rec record to see if it's even worth calling him a boxer.
Okay.
Is that fucked up?
Let me call it. I'm going to say 20-16.
Okay, let's see. I think this is where it gets interesting. All right, he's there. From 1969 to 1980, he fought. All right, let's see.
20-16.
20-16. 57-5.
Wow,
bro.
he fought a lot.
Puerto Rican.
Holy moly.
Gay Puerto Rican, obviously.
57-5?
Listen to this.
What?
He actually fought and lost his WBC World Super Lightweight title. Right. He was the WBC and WBA title when he fought for him, when he fought Roberto Duran.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
This dude.
He
who
fought
did he beat? He didn't beat anybody, though.
It looked like
his biggest fight is in 78 against Duran, where he lost both belts.
Yeah.
But he captures the WBC before
against
trying to unify. Yeah, no, he tried to unify it with Roberto Duran in 78.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see any big names on here that who did he take the belt off of? WBA World Super Lightweight.
Yeah, Super Light.
Cervantes is okay, kind of an afterthought in boxing.
He fought Duran again.
Guts Ishimatsu.
Wow.
He took the title off of a guy named Guts Ishimatsu.
Sounds Japanese.
Hold on.
I never heard of him.
Who would name their child Guts?
That's a nickname. That can't be his exact name. You don't
really?
No.
You're telling me Hector Macho Camacho isn't really Macho?
Hector Camacho.
Hector's middle name isn't really Macho?
No, no, I bet you it's not.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it isn't either.
What's this? Choo Choo.
Choo Choo.
Choo Choo.
Choo Choo. Chai Rodriguez. Let's hope Mr. Rodriguez does better at golf the next time he plays.
Buzzsaw.
What
the
Yamabe.
fuck?
Well, these names are awesome. They're using their nicknames
as
their first names.
Their record.
I almost wanted to learn more about Buzzsaw Yamabe. Well, there he is.
He looks.
His real first name is Shinichi.
Okay, he's from
Shinichi.
Japan, living in Hawaii.
So, okay, so what's Guts' real first name?
I know.
Since we went with that
okay.
horseshit.
Guts. That's a show. Just boxing names, where they come from.
Boxing names and where they come from.
Origins, just like
Guts,
we're doing a
what's
crossover
Guts' real
from
first name?
Frank
Guts'
and Killian.
real first name
is Yuji.
No,
Mount Yuji.
Ishimatsu. How is his
No,
first?
his birth name is Yuji.
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 Isn't that Yu-Gi-Oh? Isn't that,
Is that like Luigi?
Pokemon? Isn't that Pokemon?
Luigi.
Like the kids,
Yeah.
Pokemon. All right. Moving forward.
Okay.
Wait, we weren't done with this story. All right, so we found out he's a real boxer.
Yeah.
He lost to Duran.
Okay.
So he was a real fighter.
Yeah.
He went on a cocaine-fueled murder.
Yeah, I want to hear about this.
Okay. I guess we have to find out about his cocaine-fueled murder rage now. Former champion committed cocaine-fueled murder. He's not a man of greatness. There is no upside to this story. Esteban de Jesus began using cocaine and heroin early in his boxing career. Boxing while
Okay,
on...
he got involved
Hold on.
Wow.
Boxing. Okay, I thought it was crazy
Cocaine
enough
and heroin.
that somebody threw a World
That's a
Series.
speedball.
All right, let's talk about this. So there's a guy who threw a World Series baseball game while high on acid.
Mm-hmm.
That's a well-known fact,
Yeah.
which is fucking crazy as
How
hell.
can you even throw a ball high on?
I'm going to take this ball and throw it really, really hard at the mushroom down there.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who've never taken acid, that's about what it would be like.
Yeah.
And I think he pitched a no-hitter. In fact, like there's a legend of that game.
Wow.
And on Thanksgiving Day in 1980, his drug usage resulted in unspeakable tragedy. After injecting himself with cocaine, he's speedballing. Would you like to explain speedballing to the crowd?
Don't do it.
Okay. It's a mixture of heroin and cocaine put together. Then you froth, you pull it out a little bit. You want to get a little bit of that blood? You got to get the mix.
Shoot it, shooter.
Oh, did I miss the part where you got to put it in the spoon, the dirty spoon? Then you use the dirty needle that you found.
Oh,
so do you think he got the AIDS from the needles or from sucking dick?
How many boxers go into the ring on the happy pills? You know, juju beans, speed. Baseball players did it in the 70s and 80s. Well, how many boxers would come into the ring high? All geeked out, all amped up.
There's a lot of
black beauties, yellow jackets
at this moment. All right, so first of all,
he's not alone.
No, they did. They all did.
Yeah.
I read not Clemens' books. Who's the guy from New York? Fucking savage lunatic. Threw a no-hitter.
J-Lo's boyfriend?
No.
What's
a little
his
bit
name?
further.
A-Rod?
No, pitcher.
What, from the Yankees?
Yeah. Or did I read Roger Clemens' book?
Spanky?
No.
Wells?
Wells.
David
I read
Wells?
Wells' book.
Yeah, he was like a maniac. Animal. Spanky.
Beanies
I like
and
Spanky.
caffeine pills
Lefty.
and caffeine.
Break out the lefty.
After being up all night drinking and go throw a no-hitter.
He was the John Belushi of fucking pitchers
no doubt.
In New York City.
Woo!
Larger than life, acted like Babe Ruth. Tried to drink like fucking
Ric
Babe Ruth.
Flair would have to bow down to that.
Loved Spanky. Loved him. Loved watching him, his fire, his
jet
competitiveness.
riding, limousine riding.
Loved him.
Son of a gun of a pitcher. Woo!
Spanky.
He died 3 days later. Oh my God, this is great.
Spanky still alive?
Okay.
Wells is still alive.
No, okay. Esteban admittedly began using cocaine.
Yeah.
After injecting himself with cocaine, De Jesus got involved in a traffic dispute with another driver.
Oh.
The decorated boxer pulled out a pistol and shot his 18-year-old construction worker.
Damn.
Wow.
That's cold.
He died 3 days later. Charged with first-degree murder, De Jesus ultimately got sentenced to life in prison. Well, the system
over
works.
a traffic jam.
Guilty.
Jesus.
Here's what happened in court. Top 3 answers are on the board. The triple values are here. De Jesus showed up in court. Neither side actually argued a case, and the judge went, De Jesus. And what did the judge say?
Life.
Guilty.
Life.
Puerto Rican. Guilty. Not white.
Life.
Guilty. Yeah, I said it. That's another knock on white people being fucked up. He was a great boxer, a great human. What?
Drugs ate his life. They ate up his life.
Manny Siaka told Vice back in 2015, the only problem was the drugs. They ate up his life. Look, you're not a great person, and suddenly one day you just fuck up and you kill someone.
No, it doesn't. You deteriorate. Some people may say it happens slowly, but again, if you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. Just like,
Which brings me to my favorite Just Frank game. Surprised or sad with Just Frank? Oh, surprised or shocked. Okay.
Surprised or shocked?
Now, I've been playing this game for a long time.
I've
I
never
played
played
it with a multitude of people who know me,
Okay.
including my very own daughter. Yes, Just Frank actually produced offspring. And the question is always the same. I try to up the ante.
Surprised or shocked?
Would you be surprised or shocked? And so far, 100% have answered one thing, and we're going to test it on you.
Let's do it.
My left-hand man, or right-hand man if you're looking at the video in reverse. Here it is. It is next Tuesday. I have not been around for the last 48 hours. I have been found in an alley off of Market Street in a trash can, face first. This time, it's not a stunt. I am naked and was dumped, left for dead. There's just a little bit of blood trickling out of the container. I am dead with a heart on.
Ooh.
Okay.
Surprised
or shocked?
Surprised.
Really?
I would, yeah.
You're the first one to answer surprised.
Surprised.
Wow. I am different.
I think
these
highly
days.
of you.
I am really different these days.
I think
up until today, because
anyone else would have been.
Well, we don't talk about this. The Great Reset.
Yeah.
Prior to the Great Reset, let me tell you the answer, including my daughter. Surprised?
No. Shocked.
Shocked.
Yeah.
It's be sad.
I would be surprised at that.
He's dead in a dumpster. Told it to my daughter, and she really went, surprised? No. My own blood.
They kind of mirror each other, surprised and shocked. Can it be surprised and disgusted?
Could it happen to me these
Could
days?
it be surprised and overjoyed?
Now.
Or do you have to go opposites or link them?
Now let's
closely cinemized.
Okay, let's go with one that you wouldn't be surprised with.
Okay.
Leah was in downtown, out for a lovely evening, eating green wrap sushi because I don't eat carbs anymore.
Keto?
Keto. I'm having a lovely keto night.
Training.
I'm out with the CFO. I'm treating her to a round of sushi for a wonderful day of just putting up with the horse shit at the company.
Going to the ball game?
Right, going to the ball game.
America's pastime.
As we're going back,
somebody
says a word, and I try to be calm about it. He says one word too many.
And you just fucking...
And I fucking
rip
go off.
his fucking head off.
He pulls out a gun, shoots me in the face point blank. Dead. Batman style. Surprised or shocked?
Shocked.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now we're back in the pocket again. Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Surprised it happened?
No. Shocked.
Seen the fuse.
I like it.
All right. So De Jesus became a preacher in prison before he died of AIDS. Let's see what happened. Esteban turned to religion. As so AIDS? Many people, we're gonna get there. Sexing? We're telling a lovely story of a piece of shit.
It's like a love fucking story.
So wait, let's start right here.
Okay.
If you become born again and Christian and a lovely person after you fucking killed a human,
does God forgive?
Does my God forgive? I have a God of my understanding.
And he doesn't.
Maybe he does. Maybe he went to heaven. And if he is in heaven, in the version of heaven that I've perceived for myself, I'm going to be a little pissed off. First of all, he's Puerto Rican. And there are no Puerto Ricans in my heaven.
Wow. What? You don't like the Puerto Rican?
I went full white there.
You kind of are acting like a white dick.
Yeah. It is that show.
It's a different
By the way,
America.
And there's Fight Net Radio people going, yeah, that sounds kind of like Lee.
That's Lee.
I can hear a hint of Lee in the background of that one.
Have you ever been to Puerto Rico?
Yeah, I actually love it. It's a lovely place.
It's a great place.
The women are hot as shit.
Yeah. You don't like the men, though?
Well, based on Hector Macho Camacho, based on Jesus de Esteban, so far, all they've done when they produce a boxer is turned into cocaine-fueled, women-beating murderers.
J-Lo's from Puerto Rico.
Was I surprised or shocked when Hector Macho Camacho was found dead? Because, yeah, right.
Yeah. Knew that
was I? No.
Knew that was coming.
I wasn't even shocked, nor surprised, nor even sad.
No.
Yet people talk about him like Julio Cesar Chavez, who's going to beat up his son in a couple of months in an exhibition. That's fucked up. Find out my daughter's fighting my
That'll
nemesis.
be the Jerry Springer boxing match of the century.
I'll be there.
Get out your popcorn.
I'm there.
Get your popcorn.
How do I get my credential? I'll be ringside. Go. So Esteban turned to religion. So is he allowed to turn to religion?
Did he do it just to get good time to get extra benefits in the clink? I don't know. I say no.
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 He burns in hell.
Burns in fucking hell.
I don't have hell in my reality, except where Puerto Ricans go.
If you commit that much fucking, breaking the commandments, thou shalt not kill. I mean, do you get a beating in the
he got AIDS.
Do you get a
from
beating?
drug
Does
use.
somebody just fucking beat you when you're in heaven?
I've already jumped
before they
in.
let you, wander around and fucking...
Jesus died of AIDS.
All right, so he got what was
Would
coming.
it be more racially
When did he
divisive
die?
if he died in 85?
So they didn't have any fucking treatment really back then.
So Jesus died of AIDS. I think this is the name of the episode.
Jesus died of AIDS.
Jesus died of AIDS.
There you go.
Oh my God, that is the name of this episode.
No.
I'm copying it.
No.
It's on the screen.
Fuck.
Jesus died of AIDS.
Oh.
The most talked about Fight Net radio episode. It's the one you felt warm and fuzzy about.
Jesus died of AIDS.
Frank and Killian took over the show, and it became.
We'll get all the Jesus freaks will be coming after us,
Would you like
man.
to hear
It'll
Bob
be
Arum's opinions of this?
Yes.
He probably promoted this guy.
Oh no!
All right, it's never been done.
Here we go,
Crossover
Bobby. It's Bobby time.
Hi.
Hey. I got you, didn't I? I love it.
So what's the name of this goddamn show? Sounds an awful lot
like
Larry
Flint?
King.
Yeah, Larry King, Larry Flint.
Because it's a crossover episode.
Crossover.
Larry King is a lot like my impression of Bob. The only funny part is poor Andrew on Fight Net Radio going, now when I hear or read a quote about Bob Arum, I hear that stupid voice.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about it because I started promoting boxing back with Marcus of Queensberry.
Junkyard dog barking. It's a junkyard dog barking.
Yeah, but it's got more. It's got a New York accent in it. If I'm really doing it right, it's got to have New York in it. Because Bob, for some reason, no matter how long he's been in Vegas, he's got this New York thing in his voice. And he likes soup. And based on carbon dating, he's 212 years old. He promoted Amazing Jack Johnson back in the day in black and white. I was a young lad of 21 at the time, which by my math makes him 114.
Bobby's still alive?
He died. Yeah, very.
Bobby's alive, right?
Yeah, he just doesn't travel. And he truly goes to an event.
Look, how to get help in the U.S. Contact the Substance Abuse and Mental Center.
On May 12th, 1989, Jesus died from AIDS at the age of 37.
Helpline at the end of
I'm recording this. This is the name of the episode. On May 12th, 1989, Jesus died from
you're going to
AIDS
include his whole name, I hope.
No, I'm
just
not.
Jesus?
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not. Look,
I
did something.
That's clickbait.
Look,
that's clickbait.
Me?
Clickbait?
Clickbait? The last two Fight Net Radio episodes were named after updates to a Tyson Fury Joshua fight that isn't even really been named yet.
Hey, hold my fucking shillelagh.
It's
fucking hot as a fucking here. Jesus.
All right, hold on. We only got another.
I know, but fucking, I'm sweating bullets here.
All right.
Christ's sakes. Give me my fucking shillelagh.
Well, let's talk about more shitheads. Gervonta Davis. Do you know who he is? He is a fighter who was signed by Floyd Mayweather.
Yep.
He's facing 7 years in prison, and that could doom his career. So once again, Floyd Mayweather and his related proteges, this dude's a piece of shit. This guy just recently beat Leo Santa Cruz. It was a big fight, right? So per Baltimore City State Attorney's Office press release, Gervonta Davis has been indicted on 14 counts of various traffic violations related to an alleged hit and run on November 20th.
Okay, 14. Can we name the counts? Driving to endanger. Driving without a license.
This is way in your
field. Failure to report an accident. Leaving the scene of an accident. Reckless driving.
Reckless endangerment.
Property.
Attempted vehicular manslaughter.
Attempted, yeah.
Suspected driving under the influence. I'm going to guess.
Okay, maybe driving under.
If this is really his
property damage.
Ooh, good one. I might have familiarity with that one.
Yeah.
Happens.
Okay. So I just rattled off 7 or 8.
Yeah, no, you did great.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my question.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like the hurricane story and he's going to get religion? Or is Jesus going to die from AIDS here? Which would make me really happy.
7 years.
Because Gervonta Davis
he'll probably do 3.5. He'll do half of that. You know what I mean? He'll probably get out with whatever. Yeah, if he does all the, go to the fucking meetings, go to the programs when you're in the pen, go to church, Yeah, he could probably. Yeah, you got to do something in the clank. You either work out or you fucking eat or read. They get you a TV in jail. You can watch some fucking shows.
Let's go into the deep water.
Yeah.
Marvelous.
Oh!
Hagler's widow aggressively denies various rumors. Okay, so nobody really knows how he dies before I read this story, which is going to say, I know what the rumor is. You just read it.
AIDS.
Oh, that's what you would have went with? Oh, my God. That's a family feud. Top 10 answers on the board.
Hagler?
100 people.
AIDS.
How did Marvin Hagler
You got the AIDS stuck in my head from Jesus has AIDS.
Net radio fans.
No, Hagler's fucking my boy.
So do you think the first answer somebody would beep in and go, AIDS?
No.
Show me AIDS.
I would say for Hagler, he fucking drove his car. He drove
CTE
his
blackout
car off a cliff in Italy, and it was an accident.
I would go with
on location filming.
Popped the blood vessel.
Yeah.
Popped the blood vessel.
Yeah. Boing.
Pop. Right off the road.
Yeah. I would say that.
So the rumor going around the internet is that he died from the COVID-19 vaccine.
I didn't even know he fucking died.
What? You knew Hagler died. He died a couple of weeks ago.
I did not know.
Oh my God, it was.
We never talked about it.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't watch the news. I don't.
My
fucking
beloved
read the news.
husband passed away unexpectedly.
Jesus.
Was he fucking her when he
died? How old was fucking Hagler?
So here's the thing that I worry about with head trauma.
50s?
Right? So you've had bleeders in the past, which for those of you who don't get it means you're more apt to have a stroke or hemorrhage and die, like a balloon pop.
Sure.
Right? That's how it happens. More bleeders, the more likely it is to happen. I've only had, according to my doctor, as he put it, well, you've had a handful.
Well, I mean, Italy was the mecca of the COVID when it was first happening. So, I mean, but if he died in March.
And they still haven't released it?
That's weird.
Did they have to autopsy him?
Oh, God. I bet he was still ripped.
Cut up Hagler. Side of beef.
Jeez. Fucking
Can
prime.
we put him in like
prime rib?
I want to put him in
he
Bodies.
Is a slab
Bodies,
of meat.
The exhibit in Vegas where it's the live human body.
Oh.
And there's like a Marvin Hagler split
How about
open.
stuff him and put him in a fucking museum?
His wife might. Depends how big his dick is.
Hagler don't have to. You don't have to fluff it up.
This story will continue.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I do want to talk.
I
about
love
Hagler.
this one. The conspiracy theory that Muhammad Ali purposely lost his heavyweight champion to Leon Spinks because he was scared of his next fight. For those of you who don't know, Muhammad Ali is considered to be the greatest boxer of all time, humanitarian, and just all-around good guy because he liked to fuck lots of women, as we covered in our earlier story. As the story states, Muhammad Ali is considered by many to be the greatest heavyweight in boxing history. Let's stop right there because that's the first question. Is he the greatest heavyweight in boxing history?
No.
It's Klitschko. Shut up. Shut up, everyone. Klitschko held the belt for a decade, undisputed, fought everyone in the top 10.
Was a humanitarian in his country.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of the Klitschkos, which I think are the same person, but that's just a different conspiracy.
Okay.
And some even called him the greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time. Ray Robinson. We all know it.
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Man.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
I didn't go down, Sugar Ray. I never went down, Sugar Ray.
He got beat to a fucking.
I love that fucking movie.
I never went down.
Ali was the first man to win the heavyweight championship on 3 separate occasions. Well, now it's been done 100 times. And there's a conspiracy theory involving Ali, Leon Spinks, and Ken Norton.
Would have boxing exploded? I mean, how many boxers were influenced by Ali, though? I mean,
have you ever heard this conspiracy?
No.
That he would have been afraid to move on after. I've never heard this.
Who was his next fight supposed to be?
Wasn't it?
Was
yeah,
it
he had Leon Spinks, right?
Yeah.
And then
he lost to Spinks.
He lost to Spinks.
And who was he supposed
to?
But
he was supposed to fight Ken Norton. Okay. Ken Norton went on to fight Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, was he afraid to fight Ken Norton? I don't think he was afraid to fight anybody.
He could have beaten Ken Norton. I mean, Spinks
was young and hot.
He was hungry. Spinks was hungry.
Had teeth.
Yes. And Spinks was a fucking maniac too back in the day. Is he still alive?
I don't know.
He's dead. He's got to be.
Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao abandoned. Okay, so I just brought this story up because I can't talk about it enough on Fight Net Radio.
Oh my God.
So here's the whole thing. Manny Pacquiao is a notorious whoring womanizer, drinking and gambler at the height of his boxing career.
He was down there probably getting bar girls, right? And
so at some point, his wife made him get religion. So now all he does is take those wooden statue photos outside of church. so blessed to have my family
Mm.
and love my wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now he's like the senator or the president or I don't know, dictator
he's
of the
doing
Philippines.
something. I know.
No, he's like
he's political.
real, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So here's my question on this. Why is it, much like Tiger Woods, that everybody gets caught for womenizing, drinking, gambling, and then go, I found the religion and God has cured me. Jesus died of AIDS.
Jesus died of AIDS.
I'm going to make this story title work.
Wow.
Does Manny Pacquiao die from AIDS? From sticking his dick in too many Filipino holes?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Survey says yes.
This is a good one. Moving forward. Sugar Ray Leonard got to keep the house, but lost the money. So let's talk about another womanizing whore. And honestly, because I know this, an actual piece of shit. Sugar Ray Leonard. For those of you who know nothing about Sugar Ray Leonard, because I've been covering the sports long, he will interview great, he will talk great, but he is
piece of
shit.
Piece of shit. Give me an example.
He was a womanizing whore.
Okay.
That's enough.
Oh.
There is nothing worse than, like, when I'm being mean to exes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's use a real example.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm very aware that
Sell me.
I may have
Sell
done
me.
this.
Okay.
It might be on.
You've done it. So if you've done it,
So
you hated
whatever
it
happened
yourself,
on the night of so and so,
you see it in somebody else, but you can't look at it in yourself. Is that?
Okay, for those that don't know me, and you should know this about me, the one thing I cannot stand is cheating or fraternizing. Period. Cannot. Oh, we know why. When you're married or with a ring or you're living with someone, that's it.
That's it.
That's your vagina.
Yeah.
So recently during a breakup, in a drunken state, because that's the only time I'm going to say shit like this.
Yeah.
I was asked about, well, what happened on day so-and-so when you were doing so-and-so, right? Thinking that she was going to catch me. And literally on the drunken fly, I went, oh, it's fucking another woman. Smacking her around. We were talking about you. And I was saying that pussy was better than your pussy.
Oh.
Started off as a handy and then got way out of control. Yeah.
Fucking animal, you. Sinner.
And I sold it. Like it was real.
That's,
and then
that's not balls. That's buffalo balls. Fucking buffalo.
Well,
balls.
you know the backstory of the person I did it to.
Little dick, buffalo balls.
Little dick. I have a small dick.
But buffalo balls.
The best part of this story is, the person I did it to, and let's be honest, did she not earn it?
She did deserve it.
She did, right?
Fucking right. Absolutely.
Like, just the anger and hatred she had
As
towards
Rocky
me
would
at that
say,
moment.
Absolutely.
I love that story. Dana White is missing $1 million because of former boxer Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine Taylor, middleweight champion of the world for a very brief period of time, is now 51 years old. He has a very famous nickname now, and I'm going to tell you a backstory that you're going to love.
JT?
No, it's Jermaine. I shot my cuz Taylor. You know why? Because one day, for no apparent reason, he shot his cousin in the head. True story, and still went on to
accidentally.
Funny story. Fun fact. No, he did not. For whatever reason, they got into a fight, and somehow magically Jermaine Taylor produced a gun and shot his cousin in the head. Did no time, and they all made it into some bullshit story because he was still a top-producing middleweight at the time. We've covered it on Fight Net Radio.
Brushed under the rug?
Well, I don't know. I mean, this story, I can't lay off of Jermaine Taylor because his nickname is I Shot My Cuz.
Wow. That's a great nickname.
Question.
Oh, God.
Right?
I'm waiting.
And he also took $1 million from Dana White. That just makes Dana
Buffalo
White
balls.
Buffalo balls for doing that. Right. So here's my question.
Buffalo balls. Jesus is dead of AIDS.
How great is it that he shot his cousin, got everybody to sign off on it, including his wife or estranged wife or whoever it was at the time.
Yep.
That it was just a domestic dispute that got out of hand with a gun.
Heated.
So my question always is this: how did a gun come into
in the
play?
heat of the moment?
A gun. Have you had any experience with a gun in a crazy situation?
I've had a gun.
Have you had it out during a crazy situation?
I had a gun and I sold it to one of Whitey's lieutenants. Yeah. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we don't make IRA jokes.
That's right.
Moving forward
Thank
to
you.
our last story. Again, I like this story. Kickboxing champion. Well, you're saying that's not real boxing, is it? It just has kicking, but it's got boxing.
It's different. It's in the ring. It's not in the cage. Is it that Asian kickboxing
Who
thing?
cares?
Okay.
He was a part of an underground crime group that murdered 36 people.
Oof.
Evangeloso had become a promising boxer and kickboxer career ahead of him in Australia. Hey, shout out to Sam Navajero. This was ultimately your idea. So I guess this is an Australian. Oi, oi, oi.
Bonus.
So if you hear Australian music at the beginning of the show with bagpipes.
I love Aussie girls.
Maybe I'll get...
Met a couple. Me and my brother.
Aussie
on a Carnival
chicks,
cruise.
Aussie chicks are hot.
Loved it.
Aussie chicks are
Loved
hot.
them.
Aussie chicks are... English chicks are hot.
I like the Aussie girl. She had orange underwear, panties, and it said Down Under on it. Nice. Thank you.
By the way, go to Sam's Gelatarium in Queensbury of Marcus Rule's Emporium and get the Jizz Gelato. Ask him for the Jesus Jizz Gelato. There you go, Sammy. I'm putting it all the way to the net. So Goose nearly qualified for the 88 Summer Olympics in Seoul as a boxer and went on to a middleweight champion, become a middleweight champion in the world of kickboxing. All right, let's skip ahead.
Can I see some highlights of him, please?
Should we look at his box rec?
No, I just want to see him fight a little bit.
Right,
Let me see the kicking.
All
right, so it's in the ring. They're kicking. They're fighting. They can't take down. No ground and pound.
No.
It's just kickboxing.
25-minute fight.
You know what? I knew a guy that was really an Asian champion. We got to look him up, too. Don McClay was his name.
Oh, this guy's already been knocked down once. All right.
Can we look up Don McClay?
No. We're going to wrap this fucking show up.
I'm thinking. He was one of these guys, one of these kickboxing champions.
Kickboxing's fucking intense. Why is he fighting such a little dude?
These guys
I hate it when
these
people...
guys, I like this better than sometimes the MMA.
No, I don't.
If you like seeing kick, like guys that can really fucking kick, it's here.
Listen, Eric, when he kicks the pillar, the plaster falls. Can you name the movie? That was a great movie.
Say it again.
All right. The hint is this. You ready?
Yeah.
Listen, Eric, when he kicks the pillar, the plaster falls.
I've never.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Okay.
Kickboxer.
I wasn't a
Listen,
Van Damme.
Eric, when he kicks the pillar, the plaster falls.
I wasn't a Van Damme fan. I watched Time Cop. That's probably the only fucking movie I've seen.
I'll quote Time Cop for you. Listen, Eric, when he kicks the pillar, the plaster falls. Yeah, that's my Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's why it doesn't get whipped out all that often.
What's the rap song that's got that quote from kicking it like Van Damme or something? What song was that?
I don't know.
You never heard that rap song?
I can quote from that song.
Listen,
Eric, when he kicks the pillar, the plaster falls.
Okay. Who we got? Double Life? All right. This is your guy. Oh.
He looks Australian.
Man, he
kind of looks like Sam Navajero.
He kind of looks
Jizz Gelato
like
maker.
Wolf of Wall Street.
No, he kind of looks like Sam Navajero. I don't want to put Sam's face up at this moment, but go visit Sam Navajero on social media.
Yeah.
He looks an awful lot like Evangelos Gooses. Goses.
Kind of looks like a douche.
He is well, Sam isn't, but this guy is.
Okay.
Well, we survived this episode of Just Frank and Killian because I've got to move on to Just Hamilton.
Just Hamilton.
Yeah. I'm going to watch Hamilton.
Okay. Are we off?
No, we're not off.
We're going to say our goodbyes. Can I wrap up?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Yeah. Just want to say it's good to be moving on, and I'm looking forward to the comic of
Not Dead.
Being alive. I'm grateful to be alive. Grateful to be in San Diego, talking sports, boxing, basketball. I might do my own basketball thing. You know what I mean? I still want to get into the hoops. Love it. You know, I watched the Celtics the other night, and I know we haven't talked sports, and I was anticipating this being really fucking fucked up stories. They were fucked up, but
Jesus died of AIDS and fucked up.
I wanted more. I was thinking
I get that.
English tabloid.
I had to
the
put
king
this
is sucking the queen's
minutes.
fucking pussy.
Now that this is out there, I suspect that producer great Sam Navajero is now pulling stories feverishly.
Oh, and just gonna feed them. So we'll have leads.
So if you want more of this,
give us stories.
Send us this fucked up stories.
Send us the most crazy.
And find out
crazy
if it makes Family Feud.
We need to do a Family Feud episode.
Oh my God.
Alcoholic,
does that mean
drug
that I gotta
addict,
play
Family Feud.
Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
I got to be Steve Harvey.
You got to be Harvey. I'll get a team.
I tell you, if it's on the board.
Can we set that up in the studio with the backdrop?
The new studio, we can.
We can. The new studio
Oh my
will
God,
have
we can do it
family
with video
feud.
displays and everything.
We can do
We could have teams.
family.
Studio can house 4 or 5 people easily.
Is there an app or a video program that can do a family feud?
It doesn't matter. I can make a PowerPoint.
Ding 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 ding.
It's just sound effect.
Sound effect. Okay.
And you can do that on a PowerPoint.
All right.
Good. Tell them to go to the website.
Go to the website. It is just Frank and Killian.
Also, you can
crossover comic
Fight
book Fight Night
Oh,
Radio.
that's exactly the way Sugar Ray Leonard did it the first time.
What, Fight Night?
Yeah, I asked him to do a PSA.
Yeah,
and he said Fight Night Radio.
It's Fight Net.
It's Fight Net Radio.
Okay,
and he goes, yeah, you're right. Listen to Fight Net Radio. And if you listen to it at the beginning of Fight Net Radio, you can hear him deliberately saying Fight Net Radio. Yeah, I actually have a Sugar Ray Leonard PSA.
Yeah.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So there's the crossover episode. If you want more of it, we'll vote on it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if Andrew approves. I'm pretty sure Jesus Died of AIDS as the title's not going to sell too many people.
We need to Buffalo Balls.
No.
You didn't like the Buffalo?
Jesus Died of AIDS.
Oh. Jesus died of AIDS.
Sam asked for it. I went full force on that one. All right, everybody. Check out at fight.net.radio. Check out at Just Frank and Killian. Both of them are available on social media. And
we're back, baby. We're back. We're
planning our next adventure, and trust me, some bantied about ideas for the next adventure are pretty extreme.
Yeah.
So we will bring you something in the new studio. We promise next week. Thank you, everyone, for listening.